Welcome back to Kiesel News, everybody. So, to start today off, we have news that BMW is recalling 1.5 million cars because of braking issues. And no, not braking issues, like drama alert says here, but there's an issue with some of their cars' braking systems that's forcing them to recall several cars. The majority of them, which had already been shipped out to several customers and had already been in use by several customers. So, damn, holy fuck. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like people have actually died because of this yet, as there does seem to be like an emergency braking system in place, at least from what I read. But the fact that the main braking system is this faulty, I don't know how it got by if there was like 1.5 million cars affected. How did not a single person realize, hey, maybe we shouldn't send out one of these 1.5 million models? Call of Duty and Smile 2 are having a collab. Come on, dude. Really? Was anyone asking for this? I don't know if there's a single bit of overlap between Smile fans and Call of Duty fans. And definitely not to the extent where they would want a collab like this in the game. Any budget that Call of Duty has, I think, should be going towards making the games more unique than pointless collabs. That's just my opinion, though. So we have a bit of an update on the whole situation with Amaranth's main and personal accounts also being banned along with her ASMR channel, and apparently it's because of ban evasion. Because essentially, if one of your channels gets banned, you're not supposed to be active on any other channels at any point. But I find that extremely fucking stupid, especially because, one, it's not like she deliberately created a new channel to avoid ban. Like, if I had other channels and my channel was banned, I would use them as well. Like, I think the rule should just be you can't create any new channel. Or really, I think you should be able to create a new channel if you can prove that you're not going to do the same problematic content, or you're just not going to be as bad as you were before. Like, everyone should get a second chance to start fresh with a new channel. Aside from people like fucking J-Station. Like, it depends how severe the crime is, I think. Like, I think J-Station should have been banned off the platform for, like, the faking your girlfriend's death shit, but I don't think Amaranth should be banned off the platform at all. Ewan McGregor wants to return in a brand new Star Wars project because he thinks that there is still some stories left to tell between where Obi-Wan Season 1 ended off and A New Hope. And, okay, that's fair enough. I totally get why he wants to return, and if I knew that we were going to get what Obi-Wan Season 1 should have been, which is Obi-Wan, like, actually on the run from some serious Inquisitors, like, I think I would be down for this, but if it's going to be written the same way the original Obi-Wan Season 1 was, like, no. I don't want that. We don't need that if it's just going to be another pointless series that it doesn't really contribute much to anyone at all. Like, yeah, the final confrontation there between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader was cool, but at the end of the day, it didn't really add much to either of their characters, I would say. And that's my entire point with Season 1, was it didn't really add much to the lore. It was just like, oh yeah, Obi-Wan's on the run, like, I don't know. You just expected a lot more, and I don't think the current writing team has the ability to deliver what we want. The Wild Robot is currently at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, it's only based on 21 reviews, and I always hate when the movie accounts on Twitter and shit, they post this, but I think 21 reviews is better than most movies that they post where it's like, oh, after 3 reviews, it's at 100%. Like, I think 21 reviews is a decent amount to go by, and I'm definitely glad to see Wild Robot doing well. Very good book, and I think it definitely deserved a movie adaptation, and I'm happy to see that it's doing well. There's a movie coming out called Cola Wars that follows Pepsi's attempt to challenge Coca-Cola's century-long reign as the world's top cola. And, okay, that's all fine and dandy, but why the fuck is Steven Spielberg involved in this at all? Are we gonna see, like, the Pepsi and Coca-Cola cans come to life, and they're gonna, like, fight each other like some horror monsters or some shit? Like, when you think of Stephen King, that's what you think of. You don't think of a sort of biopic-level movie about Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Like, obviously, it's not a biopic, but it's kind of similar to that. Unfortunate news being that Annapurna Interactive has now lost its entire goddamn staff, as Annapurna Interactive had been wanting to separate from their parent company, Annapurna Pictures, but the talks to essentially turn them into their own company had failed to go through, so this led all of the staff to resign. And that's extremely unfortunate, as Annapurna was a publishing company for a lot of very well-known indie games, such as Stray, Outer Wilds, Neon White, fucking a lot of games that were great on the indie scene, and the last thing we need when all these AAA companies are doing all these layoffs like Xbox was just doing, we don't need indies to start failing as well, man. Flappy Bird is coming back, everyone. Yes, that's right. A group called the Flappy Bird Foundation Group have officially acquired the rights to the game, and not only are they bringing the original back starting 2025, they're also making an entirely new game that's going to be way more complicated than the original. It's going to have fucking new game modes, skins, progression, and multiplayer challenges. The progression especially is extremely exciting, as that was one of my main problems with Flappy Bird, being the fact that it was just, there was no end goal. You just kept going. It's like the Chrome Dinosaur game. Like, those games have their charm, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, it'd be nice to have something to look forward to, and this game will definitely supply that. And new game modes, too, is interesting. Like, how are they going to change up the Flappy Bird formula? I'm definitely excited to see this. Microsoft just keeps taking more and more L's, it seems, guys, as 650 more of their staff had been laid off from their video game division, including Xbox and Activision Blizzard. Man, it fucking sucks, man. Like, I know there's layoffs everywhere, but Xbox and Microsoft especially are being hit very, very hard. Like, 650 all in one go? That's fucking nuts. And apparently, that is 2,500 let go overall since they acquired Activision Blizzard, according to a Reddit post I found. So, holy shit, dude. Xbox just keeps taking L's. Apparently, though, no games are being cancelled, and no full-on studios are being shut down either. So that's good at least. But it does make me worry for the quality of the games if a lot of the studios are definitely losing a lot of their employees, even if they're not shutting down. GTA 6 will apparently not run at 4K 60 FPS. That's at least what Drama Alert says, and they claim that their source is IGN. What? How? What the hell? How's it not going to run at 4K 60 FPS? Like, okay, I'm not saying I'm one of those people that I'm huge on graphics. If you've seen any of my Kiesel news before, you know that I'm not. But this is GTA 6 we're talking about. If the game isn't absolutely pristine at launch after all we've waited, people are going to be furious. So maybe they should just delay it to 2026 if it isn't going to be 4K 60 FPS. Unless it's going to be like 20K 100,000 FPS or some shit. Obviously that wouldn't make it much better. 100,000 frames per second, that'd be fucking way too fast, but you know what I mean. I have a very interesting list for you guys coming from Culture Crave, being Daisy Ridley's top 5 Star Wars films. Now, is this news by any means? No, but I just thought it was extremely interesting, as she didn't have any of the sequel trilogy films, with the exception of Force Awakens, on her list. Now, Force Awakens was number 1. Obviously, I don't agree with this, but I totally fucking understand why she would have Force Awakens at number 1. It was her debut film. It honestly, it wasn't half bad. Like, yeah, it was repetitive with Episode 4 and all that, but way better than 8 and 9. And clearly, even Daisy Ridley knows this, as she ranked Empire Strikes Back, Revenge of the Sith, Rogue One, and even Attack of the Clones over The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. Now, I don't know why A New Hope and Return of the Jedi aren't up there, especially when Attack of the Clones is on there, but you know what, I'll take it. It just shows how lackluster 8 and 9 were, if even the actors involved in them know that they were not the best. Funko is releasing a new line of Funko Pops based on TV and movie memes. Oh my god. The memes include Agatha and the Skeletor, as well as one of the SpongeBob memes. I don't know why they went with the one with him sitting by his TV there. Like, there's a lot of other better SpongeBob memes you could do. They also did the Boromir one, and I think that's the best one out of the 4. I didn't know Funko could really do this, though, because like, they don't own the rights to the memes or anything, so this is interesting. To end today off, we have by far the most important news, being a Venom fish in Venom the Last Dance. I haven't actually seen the trailer for the last Venom movie, as I don't have much interest in the series, but if there's going to be a Venom fish there, I know that it's going to be the best of the trilogy.